Good morning, everyone. I hope you all are fit and healthy. So, dear student, this is chapter 1. So, here, next topic which we are going to study is taxonomical hierarchy. So, classification, it is a multi step process, and taxonomical hierarchy, it basically means the arrangement of taxonomic groups or taxa in definite orders, that is from higher to lower categories. The lowest category or the taxon is species and the higher taxon is kingdom. So here you can say this is taxonomical hierarchy for Panthera pardus. So here the largest taxon, the highest taxon, that is kingdom, and the lowest taxon or category is species. So first one, if we consider species, this is the lowest basic natural unit in classification. So a species, it is defined as group of organisms that can closely resemble, they can freely interbreed and produce fertile offspring. Here in case of Panthera pardus, the species is pardus. And if we consider the next category, that is the genus, and it is higher to species, and this genus includes group of related species. For example, lion, tiger, panther, they all belong to the same genus, but they are in the different species. And genus Panthera, it is different from genus of cats. So here you can see the genus is Panthera. Then the next category is family. Family consists of group of related genera, but with less number of similarities as compared to genus or species. So the cats, they belong to genus Felis, and Panthera is of genus for a lion, but they all both belong to the same family, that is Felidae. Then the next higher category is order, and it includes related families. For example, here you can see the order, it is Carnivora. This Carnivora, it includes the family, that is Felidae, that is of cats, and Canidae, which includes members of dog. So such as wolf, fox, dog, they are under family Canidae. So Canidae and Felidae, these both families, they are included in the order Carnivora. Then the next category is of class. The related orders, they are included in a class. So for example, the class given here is Mammalia, and it has both the orders, that is Carnivora and Primata. So the Carnivora basically includes the carnivorous animals which eat flesh, such as lion, tiger, leopard. However, the Primata, it includes man, monkey, chimpanzee, and they have larger and well developed brain. Then the next category is of phylum. It includes different classes of animals. For example, the class, that is Pisces, amphibians, reptilia, aves, mammalia, they all are grouped under single phylum, that is under Chordata. And the next and the highest category is of kingdom. So here all the animals, they are belonging to the kingdom Animalia. So all animals belonging to various phyla, they are placed under together in the kingdom Animalia. Then the next topic is aids for study of taxonomy. So the first aid that is we are going to study is herbarium. A herbarium is a collection of well pressed, dried and preserved plants on herbarium sheets. As you can see here in the picture, this plant, it has been dried and it has been properly labeled, and it is mounted on a herbarium sheet. So herbarium is basically, it is a collection of well pressed, dried and preserved plants on sheet. This herbarium, it is a taxonomical aid that will be helpful in the identification and classification of organism. Then the next taxonomical aid is zoological park. It is basically a place, you can see here in the picture, it is the place where wild animals, they are kept without any human control and in the surroundings other than their natural habitat. So zoological park basically preserved the living organisms, living animals. Then the other taxonomical aid, it is botanical garden. So botanical garden, it is a place with an assemblage of living plants. They are maintained for specific purpose such as for teaching, for research and for conservation and for public education as well. So this is the picture of the botanical garden, and here you can see number of plants they are preserved, and each plant in a botanical garden, it is well labeled with its scientific name and common name. So botanical garden basically offers teaching and training facilities. The other taxonomical aid is zoological museum. As the term here added is zoo, means it is related with animals. So zoological museum helps in preservation of dead animals so that they can be used for further studying purpose. So today you have learned the idea of a herbarium, zoological park and zoological museum, botanical garden and the taxonomical hierarchy. So then the other topic is three domains of life. Here you should know that the scientist named as Carl Woese, he has given the three domains of life, and the three domains of life, they are archaea, bacteria and eukarya. So these are the three domains of life. The archaea, they are the members, basically they are prokaryotes and they can survive under extreme environmental conditions, and bacteria, they cannot survive under extreme environmental conditions. Then the next one is eukarya, it includes all the eukaryotes. So another thing you can see here in this picture, it is herbarium definition, that is storehouse of dried, pressed, preserved plant specimen on sheets. Then botanical garden is basically the collection of living plants for reference, for study purpose. Then after that you have studied about the zoological park. Then the another taxonomical aid is taxonomic key. A key is basically a set of alternate characters that helps in the identification of plants and animals. So this is achieved by selecting and eliminating the characters according to their absence and presence in the organization under study. And there is a species key for the identification of species in a genus, and genus key for the identification of genus in a family, and a family key for the identification of family in an order, and so on. So this is all for today. Take care everyone.